right, welcome to skill video S3, expand and simplify in polynomial expressions. The goal of this one is just to be able to expand polynomial products and simplify by combining those like terms. Yeah, so this is one of these skill videos. Hopefully this helps you with this skill. The big idea here is just going to be, we want to be able to expand. As we go in, we will be kind of looking bigger picture after this video. Like expanding will not always be the answer, but it's often something to try. If you try, it doesn't help, then that's okay. You just go right back to where you started. So look at this first question. Just kind of jumping in right here. So you 3x times 2x minus 5. I'll just write it out as I'm going. So 3x times 2x minus 5 minus 2 times this trinomial, 4x squared minus x plus 6. Okay, so expand and simplify. Now this one just straight up says, hey, here's what I want you to do. So again, this is just going to be distributive property, right? So outside the bracket, anything outside is going to need to multiply everybody inside. So here I'm going to say, so 3x times 2x is going to be 6x squared. 3x times negative 5 is going to be negative 15x. Good, fair enough. For the second one, just note, I am going to multiply through by negative 2. I could multiply by 2 and then subtract everything, but likely I would just kind of miss a step there. So I'm going to multiply by negative 2. So I'm going to say, well, okay, negative 2 times first, second, and third terms. So negative 2 times 4x squared, negative 2 times positive 4 is going to be negative 8. Negative 2 times negative 1x. Now remember, that's essentially negative 1x, right? So negative 2 times negative 1 is positive 2x. And then negative 2 times 6 is going to be negative 12. So combine the like terms here. So 6x squared and negative 8x squared gives me negative 2x squared. Negative 15x and positive 2x gives me negative 13x and then minus 12. So take a look at that. I'm just double checking this to make sure I didn't miss anything. And I think it's good. Yeah. Okay. That's it. Now notice they don't want me to do anything else. I don't need to try to factor that later. So I just won't. I'll leave it there. That's okay. Yeah, no problems. So here's one for you to try. 4 times 2x squared minus 3x plus 1 minus x times 5x minus 2. So give that one a shot, pause the video, and then we'll come back and talk about it. Okay. So here you go. Again, you can just see I'm going to expand that first bracket, expand that second bracket, and combine the like terms. Notice that I am including this kind of middle step. You can have more than one if you want, but you should have at least one middle step. Just like I said, and if you watched the last video, don't try to be a hero, right? You're not trying to hit a home run. You're just trying to have a continuous conversation. You don't get extra points for doing things in less steps. We do want to be efficient, but we also don't want to be making mistakes on these kind of core skills we need, right? Because it's not worth it to save 5 seconds, but increase your chance of making a mistake. Okay, let's move on to the next question. So this next one is just multiplying two binomials. Now, we've done this, and again, this is why this is in a skill video. As I set this up, remember, this is really important in factoring because it's how you check any factoring you might doubt. But as I do this, I'm just going to say distributive property. My 2x is going to multiply both terms, and so is my negative 3. So I'm going to say, well, 2x times x is going to be 2x squared. Note too, I keep writing this equal sign. I do want it to be a continuous conversation down as I work vertically. 2x times 5 is going to be 10x. Negative 3 times x is going to be negative 3x. Negative 3 times 5 is going to be negative 15. And then I'm going to say, well, my middle two terms are like terms are going to go together. So 2x squared plus 7x minus 15 is my answer. You will often see people skip this middle step. That's fine. Again, I wouldn't stress about it until I don't know, unless you're very, very confident, I wouldn't do it. But when you do get very, very confident, that's fine. Just skip it. Who cares? Next question here, one for you. 3x plus 2 times 2x minus 5. Again, just really quickly pause the video, take a shot at this one, and we'll come back. Okay. So again, you can see I even put that middle step in green there. Notice my middle terms are going to be like terms, negative 15x and 4x make negative 11x. So I'm going to get 6x squared minus 11x minus 10. Quick trap. Be careful on this question, x minus 4 squared, because what a lot of students want to do on this one is they're going to say x minus 4 squared is going to be x squared. I don't need the bracket. X squared minus 4 squared, which is x squared minus 16, or they might even square the whole negative 4. So kind of like this, x squared plus negative 4 squared, which would be x squared plus 16. Either way, they're both wrong. The second one's maybe a little better, but they're both wrong because anything squared, if I have smiley face squared, it's equal to smiley face times smiley face. So x minus 4 squared is going to be x minus 4 times x minus 4, which is going to be x squared minus 8x plus 16. From the complete and square video, if you've watched that already, that's kind of familiar pattern too. So that's one especially. Skip that middle step if you want to. It's all good. But that is it. That's the video. Like I said, short and sweet, just on expanding these factors and then simplifying if we need to. So quick checklist for you. Make sure every factor distributes to every term it multiplies. Right, so everything outside the bracket hits everything inside the bracket. You attach that sign to the term, right? Don't lose signs, don't lose negatives. Binomial times binomials are our most common one. It's going to give 4 products with those middle 2 terms, probably simplifying. Make sure you only combine in like terms. And final answer does go in standard form. I didn't say that, but notice I am going to lead, like I'm going to write my x squared term first, my x term next, and then my constant last. And that's it. Thanks for watching.